Therapists, now is the time to launch your group program. Now, whether or not that's your therapy program or your group coaching program, doesn't matter. Now is the time to launch your group program because we are in the most defining moment in the history of our profession when it comes to working online. On top of that, we've just witnessed 10 million people apply for unemployment insurance in the United States. Canada's, the number's got to be close to 1 million over the last 2 weeks. This is stuff we've never witnessed before in the history of that data taking and data gathering of unemployment figures. The world is in trouble right now. It needs our help, and I'm urging you to launch your group program. And I think I'm going to give you a good reason why you want to do that now. My name is Jonathan Van Vegan from the Online Therapist Academy, and I love nothing more than helping therapists and coaches launch their online practice so they could do more of the things that they love to do from anywhere in the world. And more importantly, though, because of this moment in our profession, I can't think of a better time to do what I love doing, which is just communicating with you right now through these videos. So while you're here, I want to ask you, subscribe to this channel and help it grow because this channel is for you. As well, turn on the bell to get notified of future videos. And at the end of the video, drop a comment, drop a like, and let me know what you think of this video because it's really important. Your support gives me more motivation, more fuel in my gas tank to create more content. Now, back to the reason why you want to launch your online group coaching program. I was alluding to the fact that people are struggling right now because, we haven't even touched on the consumer insolvencies that are about to happen. Clearly there's businesses in trouble. There's mom and pop shops. Main Street's having a difficult time. But it's not just limited to the United States or Canada. It's Europe. It's South America. It's Africa. It's Asia. It's all over. The world clearly needs our help. And, back in the day, even 2-3 weeks, even a month ago, $100 an hour, $150 an hour for a one-on-one time, that was affordable to a lot of people. But now people are going to be losing access to insurance benefits. They may not have the same amount of money floating around, cash that they can go out and spend if they're self-paying clients. And even for coaching, a lot of people are going to be moving away from high-ticket coaching and they're going to be looking at low-ticket coaching, low-ticket offers because, they still need the help. Whether they're suffering with their relationship, they're suffering with their own self-image, anxiety, grief, trauma, loss. There's so many things that people are still suffering with. But when we layer on the fact that we're entering into a period of economic uncertainty, it's going to get even more difficult for people to afford our services. But that doesn't mean that you've got to go out and give your services away for free because I've never been an advocate of psychotherapists and coaches just doing the work that we love to do for free because we've got mouths to feed. We've got families to support. We got to put a roof over our head. We have our own financial futures to take care of. So it's clear that we need to make money. And it's really important to distinguish between making money because we love making money or just making money because it's just a byproduct of what we love to do, which is what my father always said. But why I look at a group coaching program is a really good option to get out there and help the world is because we can offer people the opportunity to work with us, especially people in our niche. Now, I've always been a big advocate for niching down and not even just not even just niching down. I'm talking about nano niching down so that you're helping one particular client with their biggest problem. And clearly, just because what's happening in the world today, those problems just don't disappear. But now when we have a group program, what we basically say to our niche and the people that are in our niche, our ideal clients, we say, here's your opportunity in this economically uncertain time to access my services, my expertise, so I can be the guide in your story, the guide in your journey. And you're still the hero. Yes, you're the client. And I could show you the way. It's just, given the economic uncertainty, maybe we don't need to do that at $100 an hour or $150 an hour. I want to meet you where you're at because I care about you and I want to give back to the world. So can you do that by opening up a group program, whether that's 6 people, whether that's 10 people? Now, you're probably saying, Jonathan, there's going to be a lot of red tape, a lot of legal mumbo jumbo. There's going to be a lot of things that go along with a group program. And I agree. It's so much easier to offer one-on-one therapy because of our codes of ethics, because of things like confidentiality and things like privacy. But I urge you to get your ethics ducks in a row. Make sure that you're on the right side of compliance for your licensing boards. But when you get there and you can have your proper consent forms ready and you can work with clients and say, look, we're starting a group program. We're using HIPAA compliant software like Zoom or DoxyMe, and we're going to meet once a week. And for joining my group program that's going to meet once a week, maybe it's an hour, hour and a half, it's going to be limited to 6 or 8 people, whatever you can manage. Obviously, we want to stay within ethical boundaries, and we don't want to offer it out to 15 people because that can get a little bit onerous and a little bit difficult to handle and borderline unethical, actually. But get all those ducks in a row and line everything up so that it's in place and so that you're on the right side of your ethical boards and you're doing the work that you love to do and the work that we're trained to do in a good way, in an ethical way, in a helpful way. And then let's go out and launch a group program. And let's price it in a way that it makes it accessible so that people in our ideal niche, whether that's in our state, if we're just going to be working within our state because we're mandated based on our licensing boards, or let's say you're going to offer it out as a group format for coaching. Now, I love coaching because that opens the door to doing the kind of work that we love to do, but just it allows us to do different work. It's not just psychotherapy all the time, but it's coaching too. We get to reach a broader audience. We're not limited by our particular state. We can work with people from around the world. But either way, I'm going to let you choose which one you want to launch, whether that's a group therapy practice or whether that's a group coaching practice program, I guess is probably the better word. But once you've done that, what you're basically saying to the world is you're saying you're going to have access to an expert that can show you how to get from point A to point B. And that's all we're going to be focusing on, especially in this time of crisis when everyone has really got an economically uncertain period ahead of them. And what I love about that is that you get to look at yourself and you can say, you know what, I'm making a difference in the world at this particular point in time. In the history of our humanity, of living memory, no one has ever seen anything like what we're living through right now. And I like to think it's such a beautiful thing for us to be able to give back as therapists, given our skill sets. So I want to challenge you to launch your group program now. And if you haven't yet, maybe send me a comment, send me a DM. You can find me on Facebook. You can check me out on Instagram. You can drop a comment here down below and let me know, are you ready to launch your group program? Because if you are, I want to help you. I have a launch plan ready to go that's really simple. It's going to help you launch within 5 days. You need nothing more than your social media account. And you can get busy launching your own group online practice, whether that's your therapy program or whether that's your coaching program. But either way, you can get out there and you can launch within 5 days. And you can get out there affecting change in the world and giving people what they need, which is the support from a trained expert like yourself for an affordable price. My name is Jonathan Van Vegan. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell so you get notified. And remember that when you subscribe to this channel, you really help this channel grow. You help this channel get out there and reach more therapists just like yourself. So thanks so much, everyone. Comment down below what you think of this video. And are you ready to launch your group program? I guess is probably the best word. I want to make sure I got that right. Not practice, program. So thanks so much, everyone. I really look forward to seeing you in the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye now.